y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Eva again. Today I'm going to show you how to DIY two no-sew pillows in two different ways, so stick around. First things first, if you don't already have some pillow filling, you can cut open some old pillows and take out the stuffing like you see me doing here. You can also do that with some old accent pillows that you have, and you can get the stuffing that way. So here's what that looks like once you take it out. Now, if you watched my last video, you know that I got these placemats from Dollar Tree for $1, and this is what we're going to use to make the first pillow. So to start things off, we're going to cut the seams of the pillow on the corner just to be able to put the stuffing in. I have these little shears that I got with my sewing kit, but if you have a seam ripper, you can use that. If not, you can use something like some little scissors, something tiny enough to get the seams broken, but you don't want to tear the pillow either, so you got to be careful. So once you tear a couple, that's what the hole starts to look like, and we're actually going to tear just a couple more to make that hole just a little bit bigger so that you can actually fit your hand inside. This is what that hole looks like. And now you begin to stuff your pillow. You can put as much stuffing in there as you want to. I find that with just these placemats, since they are a little thinner, you don't want to put too much stuffing in there or the pillow starts to look a little lopsided. But you just got to start putting it in there and then shaping it as you go along. I won't talk too much during this process. Basically what you'll see is me putting the stuffing in there and then checking the shape to make sure everything looks okay, and then smushing it down if it doesn't. So you can just kind of watch me do that here. And what you see here is me taking the stuffing and making sure that the corners are filled out. If you fill any type of pillow, whether it's this kind or some form that you buy online, you're always going to have that issue where you just kind of got to make sure the stuffing makes it to the corners. Now here's where the fun begins. Instead of using a sewing machine or hand sewing these pillows together, we're actually going to use this hot glue gun to glue the seams together. And once you put the glue on, you just have to hold together the edges just to make sure that the glue dries. It will dry and it will hold, but you do have to make sure that you give it just a little bit of help. And as you're gluing it, you just got to make sure that you get the filling out the way. If not, it'll get stuck in the glue and then you'll have to push it down and then glue it again. So you kind of see me struggling with that here, and that's where you just kind of got to think about how much filling you want to put into your pillow. And here's how we look. I love it. And it took me 5 minutes to do this pillow, and it was super easy. So what do you think? Now, this is our second pillow. This one, it will be different because it isn't connected. These are two separate placemats that you'll have to glue together. So it'll be a little bit of a different process, but it'll still work just as good as the first pillow. To start this one, you actually want to take both placemats and face them towards each other like you see here. For this pillow, you're actually going to have to glue the entire seam around this pillow. So you're going to see me doing this. And one thing I would recommend is to make sure that your lines are straight. Once I finished my pillow, there was one area where my line kind of went off, and you can tell just a little bit, not enough to cause a disturbance. But again, like I said before, if you're a perfectionist, those are some of the things you want to pay attention to. Just make sure your line is straight. And you're just going to continue to see me glue all the way around a pillow. I would have sped it up and just skipped past some of this stuff, but I know since it's so different from the first pillow, I want you to be able to see what I actually did. So you can keep watching and we'll fill it shortly. And with the three sides glued together, that's what it looks like. I'm actually going to go ahead and glue this corner and just a tad bit more. Another recommendation, I recommend that you glue at least half of this side closed. I only did this small portion and it was just harder for me when it came time to actually close the pillow. So glue it at least halfway and that'll give you enough room to stick your hand in the pillow and put some stuffing in there. So recommendation. And what I'm doing here is just pulling the pillow inside out, if that makes sense. And then once you pull it out, you want to make sure that you go to the corners and make sure that the corners aren't stuffed in, if that makes sense. So just take your finger to the corners and push through to make sure that all of the fabric is out the way it's supposed to be. And you can stuff this pillow just like you did the first one. That's what it looks like once all the filling is in it. So here my recording wasn't the best, but what I'm trying to show you is to finally close this seam, you have to fold over both sides in just a tad bit as you see them here, and then glue between those edges and push them together, and that's how you seal the pillow. Unfortunately, somewhere I lost footage on how I did that, but hopefully you can tell from how I have the seams pressed together. You put the glue on there and then you hold them together and that will seal the pillow. And this is what that edge looks like once everything is glued together. And I'm just gonna take you around the entire pillow so that you can see, you really can't tell which side is the side that you glued last. So if you do everything right, then it should look pretty seamless. And here are the final products. So tell me how I did. Did you like it? Would you do it? Or would you just sew them? Leave a comment below and like, comment, and subscribe to see future videos of things you can do for Christmas to decorate your house. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.